Hello everyone, today we are here to represent our communication skill assignment on the TEDx topic Grit, the power of passion and perseverance.
Now we will introduce ourselves. I am Anutosh Sandip.
I am Aashay Agrawal.
And this is Anudeep Sahu.
I am Anurag.
And I am Deepak.
I would like to thank NIT Raipur and Sandip Sir for his guidance in communication skill assignment.
When I was 27 years old, I left a very demanding job in management consulting for a job that was even more demanding, teaching. I went to teach 7th grade students in the city of New York Public School. And like any other teacher, I made quizzes, tests, and gave assignment and gave out homework assignment. When I came back to home, I calculated grades. What struck me most, the only difference between the best and my worst student. Some of my best performers did not have high IQ scores. Some of the smartest kids were doing so well, and that got me thinking. The kind of thing you need to learn in 7th grade math, sure they are hard, like ratios, decimals, and the area of square. But these concepts were not impossible. And I was sure every one of the students can learn the material if they work hard enough. After several years of teaching, I came to the conclusion that in education we need better understanding of the student than from the psychological perspective. For the next part of the video, I would like to invite my friend Anudeep.
Hello friends, since our topic is grit, the power of passion and perseverance, I would like to share some of the results which we got from the experiments performed on the basis of grit and the ability of a person. So there is one characteristic that emerged as a success predictor and that wasn't good looks, that wasn't physical health, and it wasn't intelligence or an IQ. It was grit. So grit is passion or perseverance for very long terms of goals, and grit is like having stamina, and grit is like working really very hard day in day out, not just for weeks, not just for months, and for a whole long year. And grit is like working really hard to make the future that you are into reality. And grit is like living a life like a marathon, not just a sprint. A study was done in Chicago Public School where the high school junior students were asked to take the grit missionaries practices, and at the end of the year it was found turns out to be the greater kids were more significantly likely to graduate with better grades and with a better outcome. The better outcome like a feeling of who feels very confident in attending school and achieving the test scores, and also in how safe the kid feels in a school. And that's all I would like to say, that grit is like paying attention to your mind and having the faith in yourself and giving 100% to your passion, and that's how you will be a great person in one day. And this is what our author Angela Lee Duckworth said. So I would like to call my friend Anurag to continue the next part.
But what if doing well in school and in life depends much more than our ability to learn quickly and easily? So I left the classroom and I went to graduate school to become a psychologist. I started studying kids and enrolled in all kinds of super challenging settings, and in every study my question was, who is successful here and why? My research team and I went to Westwood Military Academy to predict which cadet would drop out and which would study. We studied rookie teachers who were working in really tough neighborhoods and asked them who will be continuing here to teaching by the end of school year, and who will be most effective at improving their, and those who will be most effective at improving their students' learning outcome. We with different private companies and asking them which of their salesperson is going to keep their job and who will be earning the most money. In all those different contexts, For the next part, I would like to call my friend Anutosh.
It's also in school, especially for kids at risk for dropping out. For me, the most shocking thing about grit is how little we know, how little science know about building it. Every day, parents and teachers ask me, how do I build grit in kids? What do I do to teach kids a solid work ethic? How do I keep them motivated for a long run? The honest answer is I don't know. What do I know? That talent doesn't make you gritty. Our data shown very clearly that there are many talented individuals who simply doesn't follow through on their commitment. In fact, our data grit is usually unrelated and it is inversely related to measure of talent. So far, the best idea I have heard about building grit in kids is something called growth mindset. This idea has been developed in Stanford University by Carol Dweck, and it is believed that the ability to learn is not fixed and it can be changed with your own effort. Dr. Dweck has shown that child read and learn about the brain, about the changes and about the growth response to challenges, and they much more likely to persevere when they fail because they doesn't believe failure is a permanent condition. Now I would like to invite Deepak to continue the next topic.
So growth mindset is the best idea for building grids, but we need more because that's where we are. That's the work that stands before us. We need to take our best idea, our best intuitions, and we need to test them. And we need to measure whether we have been successful or not, to over again and again. And we have to willing to fail, to be wrong, and in other words, we have to be gritty for getting our kids grittier. Thank you for listening us.